Right now I'm indoors and it's about 5 a.m. and today I'm going to the Gorumara National Park. This is the resort that I'm staying at and this is my ride. The Gorumara National Park is basically the only real national park of West Bengal. It's located in the Duas region as I said and it's about 80 square kilometers in size. The park was founded in 1992 but its history traces back all the way to the British Raj. And now I've entered the park. One thing I should say is that this footage was shot in April, and at that time, there really wasn't much in the park apart from peacocks. The thing is, this one giant forest, it's connected all the way to Assam and Nepal, and at this time, most of the animals simply don't stay here, they just migrate elsewhere. The park is also located at the banks of the Murti River, but by the time I got there, the river was basically dried. This plain you see right here is meant for gores. It's meant for their grazing. This is supposed to be their area. But at that time, there simply were no gores or anything apart from peacocks, as you see right there. They simply have left this area now. The rangers told me this was a relatively new addition to the park. They cleared land for this. The park is mostly known for its rhinos. Rhinos have been known to breed here, and their breeding is so prolific that the male to female ratio of rhinos has gotten from 1 to 3 to 1 is to 1. Squirrels, deer, minivets, leopards, drongos, elephants, hornbills, sambar, sloth bears, and boars also call this park their home. Even though I didn't find anything there, I must say just trekking through the forest, it had a lovely feel. And even though it was in April, since the park is quite high in elevation, it was actually relatively cool there, like in the forest itself, not outside. The outside was burning. Among all the national parks in India, this one is probably the least threatened by poachers. It's a relatively safe area for animals, but even after all that, there really aren't that many carnivores here. Tigers occasionally cross into here from other areas, but most of the time, this forest is predator free, apart from a few leopards, as I said before. That has allowed for the population of the rhinos, gores, as well as elephants to really explode in this area. The forest mainly consists of sal trees, the common teak as well as rain trees, which are also called as shirish. This forest is also home to numerous different orchids that grow on the trees. Outside the park, the Duas region is also very well known for its massive tea plantations. The tea plantations in the area are spread over 240,000 acres and they collectively produce 226 million kilograms of tea, which is about 25% of India's total tea production. There are over 154 gardens indoors out of 283 gardens in North Bengal that employ 3.5 lakh workers. Cultivation of tea in the Duas was primarily pioneered and promoted by the British, but there were significant contributions of Indian entrepreneurs as well. Currently, most of these massive plantations are owned by massive companies. The park remains closed from June to September, so the monsoon season, and the most recommended time to visit the park is around November to March. However, I didn't get that luck. I arrived here in April. Apart from that, as I said, the park was officially founded in 1992, but the forest bungalow dates back to the British era. This entire area is encircled by many ethnic villages, and more than 10,000 resident forest villages derive their income from sources including employment in forest department activities, ecotourism, etc. The park often conducts surveys via elephants, and when visiting the park, do make sure to look upwards as you may just catch a glimpse of a few hornbills here and there. As for reptiles, the only things that are of note here are the cobra and pythons that are found here, but they're also not the most common. Like, you're not likely to just find them on the road, but there is a chance always. But if you're going to visit the park in November, the chances of that are a bit lower. While on the tour, we managed to get a glimpse of a male peacock fanning its feathers in a display for a female. However, I did not see a female anywhere. It could be that a female was there, just I didn't see her, or it could also be that this male was just practicing on his own. In the wild, several male peacocks actually die while doing this because when their feathers are fully fanned out, they cannot see anything to their sides or towards their back. They can only see what's directly in front of them, so that leaves them open to an ambush attack from, say, a tiger or a leopard. And this guy definitely heard us. Yeah, he's running back. In national parks like this, most animals are usually unbothered by the jeeps. The thing is, they are either used to the jeeps, or in case of predators like tigers or lions, they see the jeep as one large mammal or one large animal, really. So they don't really try to attack it, and they have seen this jeep often enough to not be too shy. As I was about to leave Gorumara here, I have to say I am a bit disappointed that I didn't manage to see anything apart from a bunch of peacocks and one rooster I saw. But I cannot be uh, too nitpicky here. In the wild, what you get to see is really based on luck. There's a massive luck factor in these kind of things, and you can just expect to that I'm gonna see this today, I'm gonna see that today. It's unrealistic that way. The drive was fun though. A lot of wind. You can't really see that here, but it's really windy